that is evolution of computer. So the topic to be covered in this chapter are: first is history of computers, generation of computers, and types of computers. Okay, so now start first topic, that is history of computer. The computer when invented was very different. Over the years, hard work of many research kept on changing the looks and working of this machine. It has a long history of evolution. Let us discuss about important events that took place during evolution of computer. It has become almost a basic necessity in our daily life, but there was a time when there was no computers. I know it is modern invention. Can you tell me how it all began? Well, it is a long story. The term computer is derived from the word compute, which means to calculate. Computers are versatile calculating machines that can handle different tasks at the same time. To know about the history of computers, to go back to the days when people used the abacus to calculate complex sums. The abacus, do you mean the abacus that we have used during our kindergarten days? Yes. Yes, students, the instrument that you use to calculate sums during the first day at school. The abacus is probably first counting device. It was invented about 5000 years ago in China. Tell me, ma'am, more about the abacus. The abacus was the first mechanical machine for calculation which could also perform arithmetic calculation. Do you remember what an abacus looked like, students? Yes, it is made of a wooden frame with rods each having bits. That's right. Counting on the abacus can be done by sliding these bits across the rods. The rods are divided into two parts. The upper parts was known as heaven. The lower parts was known as earth. Let us now discuss about the Pascaline. The Pascaline, what is this, ma'am? The Pascaline is the first mechanical calculator in the world. Why is it called Pascaline? The Pascaline is invented by a French mathematician called Louis Pascal in 1642, and so it is named after him. How does it work? The device is made up of wheels and gears. It could handle decimal values by rotating a wheel from 1 to 9 steps. It is used for adding number quickly. The meters used in taxi nowadays are an example of Pascaline. Do you know who is called the father of computer? No, ma'am. Listen to here. Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer. Who was the Charles Babbage, ma'am? Charles Babbage was British mathematician who designed the analytical engine in 1833. Charles Babbage is the person who introduced the idea of storing and reading the information before processing. All modern computers are based on this concept. The analytical engine means, ma'am? The analytical engine is an engine powered by Hooke steam engine. It can handle a large amount of data and process them at the high speed. Let us now discuss about the tabulating machines. The tabulating machines means what, ma'am? The tabulating machines in 1890, Herman Hollerith, an American scientist, invented a machine called the tabulating machine. What does that machine do, ma'am? The tabulating machine is capable of reading data, processing it and giving the desired output. It is based on IPO or input processing and output cycle. This machine is capable of reading both numbers and letters. Let now tell you about ENIAC and UNIVAC. What are these, ma'am? ENIAC stand for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. This machine was designed in 1946 by two American scientists called John W. Moseley and John Presper Eckert. How was the ENIAC different from the earlier machines? Unlike the earlier machine, the ENIAC used decimal digits instead of binary digits. The ENIAC was the first high-speed electronic digital computers or EDC. What about the UNIVAC, ma'am? In 1951, Moseley and Eckert developed the UNIVAC 1. It stands for Universal Automatic Computers. The UNIVAC was the first commercial electronic computer. It could work with both numerical and textual data. Let us now learn how the modern computer developed generation by generation. So, students, do you know what first generation computers are? Not have any idea, ma'am. The computers that were developed during the period of 1941 to 1956 are called first generation computers. One of the earliest computer is the Colossus. It was used by the British code breakers during the Second World War to decode enemy messages. The first generation computers were very large and expensive as they used vacuum tube and magnetic drums. The first generation computers also consumed a high amount of electricity. The ENIAC and UNIVAC are two examples of first generation computers. During the first generation computer, machine language was used. Let us now learn about the second generation computer. These are the computers that were developed during the period from 1956 to 1963. What is the difference between the first generation computer and second generation computer? The second generation computer is used transistor instead of vacuum tubes. As transistors are smaller than vacuum tube, the computer becomes smaller in size. They also become faster and cheaper. The advantage of second generation computers where they consume less power than the first generation computers. Programming can be done on this computer. These computers are mainly used in the atomic energy industry. IBM 700, IBM 65 and Atlas are some of the examples of second generation computer. The second generation computer is used both machine language and assembly language. The period from 1964 to 1971 is the period of third generation computers. During this period, integrated circuit and smaller transistors were developed and they were placed on silicon chips called as semiconductors. These features help to increase the speed of the computer. The third generation computer can run different programs at the same time, and the common man can now use computers. IBM 1130, UNIVAC 1107 are the example of third generation computer. These computers used high level programming languages. Are the computers that we use today that third generation computer, ma'am? Now students, today we use fourth generation computers. The computers that are being developed from 1971 till the present time are called the fourth generation computer. The fourth generation computer is microchips. 0 and 1 were coded to do arithmetical operations. They are called binary numbers. The fourth generation computer are fast and efficient and so widely in used. The computer on your table is the fourth generation computer. The mouse and joystick are developed during the stage. Fourth generation computer can be interlinked together in a network. This led to the development of the internet. IBM 4341, DEC 10 and Star 1000 are some of the example of fourth generation computer. The fourth generation computer is used high level programming languages. Are there any further development of computer, ma'am? Yes, students. The fifth generation computer are currently under development. They are called supercomputer. Why are they called supercomputer? Because they have high storage capacity, speed and efficiency. Thus, a supercomputer has many CPUs connected together and can carry out large number of scientific operations in a very short interval of time. Scientists are now trying to develop supercomputer in a way that they can think on their own. This is called as artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means robot work on this technology. So, student, this was the history of modern computers. So, let's now start next topic, that is types of computers. There are different types of computer with respect to size, speed, storage capacity and cost. Computers can be classified into following types. First is microcomputer. These computers are small in size and cost less. They are usually designed for personal use. Therefore, they are also called as personal computers. They are mainly used in homes, schools, offices, shops and banks, etc. These computers are given different names according to their uses. Now, I will give some example. Commodore 64, IBM PC, etc. Then, see next types of computers, that is desktop computer. These computers are designed to fit comfortably on top of desks. Desktop computers typically come in several units such as monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse, which are connected to each other and work like a single unit. Then see in this slide, that is laptop computers. These computers are small in size and can be placed on the lap. These are battery operated and portable. The next types of computers is tablet computers. These computers are smaller and lighter than laptop computers. Common tablet have 7-inch or 10-inch screen. Tablet can be used to browse the web, play games, send emails, listen to music, watch movie, view photos, read ebook and so on. Let's now see in this slide next types of computers, that is mini computers. These computers are bigger in size than the microcomputers. They have a higher processing speed and costlier than microcomputers. These computers are capable to support 4 to about 200 users simultaneously. They are used in banks, universities, and in any other organization. Now, I will give some example of mini computers, that is PDP-8. Now, let's see next types of computers, that is mainframe computers. These computers are big in size with a large memory and high speed. They are designed to tackle hug amount of data. More than 100 users can use a mainframe computer simultaneously. These computers are used in network environment. Mainframe computers are very expensive and are used in a large business organizations, universities, banks, scientific laboratories, airlines and railways ticket reservations, stock market, exchange market, etc. Now, I give some example, that is IBM series PDP-10 and System and Z20. Then next slide, see here, that is supercomputer. Supercomputer also types of computers. They are most powerful computers with high processing speed. These computers are used for weather forecasting, space research, satellite control, etc. Now see some example, that is Cray 1, Cray 2, Param, ETA, A10, etc. So students, tell me, whatever I teach today, all are understand? I hope all are understand each and every topic, that is history of computers, generation of computers and types of computers.